trees gives us oxygen.
And for monkeys.
Glass.
Yes. And the other side?
Clothes.
Paper.
Ah.
Yeah.
Plant a new tree for each one that gets cut. You could even collect water.
Hi everyone and welcome to Convos with Children. I'm Cindy Temi and this is my amazing co-host Caleb.
Hi everyone.
On this show, we look to entertain, empower and educate children and their families. Each episode will be discussing fun and important topics just for you.
That's right, so sit back, relax and get ready for some great conversations and lots of fun.
Let's get started. On this week's episode, we're going to be discussing the environment and ways to protect it. Sometimes discussing climate change with children can be a challenging conversation, but it's very important for us to educate ourselves on its impact on the world. Our friends tackled this conversation, which can sometimes be scary.
Let's hear what they had to say.
How can we protect the environment?
By not wasting water.
Or maybe we could reuse stuff by not putting things in the bin, but using it for something else.
So Tara, remember in the house, we've got a bin and it's separated into two parts.
Yeah,
We've got the top part and the other part is for what?
recycling.
And what's it for? So there's one side for,
Glass.
yes, and the other side?
Clothes.
Paper.
Ah.
Yeah.
Maybe we could protect seas by not throwing out waste and littering, so then it doesn't get into the water,
Yeah.
and saving animals in the sea.
Yeah. And then I'm not in the sea.
Yeah,
I'm not chopping the trees down.
yeah, because trees gives us oxygen.
And for monkeys.
You know what recycling is?
Recycling is using things again and recycling.
That's correct, but we can do our bit at home to help the environment by throwing away our boxes, like, do you know your cereal boxes? Throwing that in the correct bin so that they can be recycled, and throwing away bottles as well. And then when the people come to collect it, they'll be able to make something new from it.
Like cars.
Like cars.
And like experiments.
Experiments with the cardboard cars.
Yeah.
And we need to use less water, so then we can use water for good reasons.
And for drinking.
Yeah. And maybe we should cycle to school or to work, so then we use less power
Yeah.
and give us good exercise.
What are those things that conserve the energy for the world?
Wind turbines,
Yeah. Do you know anything else?
windmills,
Oh,
because
yes.
they're both powered by wind.
That's right, my baby, that's right.
Charlton Wilson is a geography teacher who regularly shares geography skits and world facts across his TikTok page.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Wilson.
Great to be here.
Mr. Wilson, can you just tell us about some of the environmental challenges that we're facing at the moment?
Sure, well I think the biggest environmental issue that the world is facing at the moment is climate change. Now when we're talking about climate change, we're talking about changes in the average conditions of our planet, and that mostly is to do with the fact that we're seeing increases in temperature in different parts of the world, as well as changes in the amounts of rainfall we're getting as well.
How does that affect human and animals?
Good question, I'm pleased you've asked that. Now, I brought along my favourite animal here, the polar bear. Now, the polar bear lives in really cold regions of the world near the North Pole in the Arctic, and the Arctic is one of those areas that's experiencing those temperature increases, and that's causing the ice in the Arctic to melt, and that means that the polar bear is therefore struggling to survive. At the current rate of climate change, polar bears could be gone within the next couple of 100 years. Now similarly, we've got other animals around the world that are being impacted as well. So another favourite of mine is the African elephant. Now the African elephant is a really thirsty animal. It drinks about 150 litres of water every single day. Problem is though, in the regions of Africa that the elephant lives, they're receiving less rainfall than they used to. And that means that the elephant is now struggling to survive.
So then what as humans can we do to help protect the environment?
Yeah, so a lot of it comes down to energy use. So even today, most of our energy that we use for electricity and to power vehicles comes from fossil fuels, such as coal, oil and gas. So essentially every time we switch a light on or a games console or drive in a car, we're creating gases which go up into the sky, which then contribute to climate change and the issues associated with it. So if we want to try and protect our planet, what we need to do is make sure we're turning lights off when we don't need them on, switching games consoles like Xboxes and PlayStations off when we're not using them. The other thing we can try and do is try and save water as well, because water needs energy to be cleaned and also to be transported. So the less water we use, the better. A good example of how we can save water is you could have water butts in your garden. So a water butt is a big barrel, collects rainwater, and you can use that to water your plants or wash your car. The other thing is when it comes to washing, a shower uses a lot less water than a bath. And the optimum time for a shower is 4 minutes. That gives you just enough time to clean yourself properly, but also doesn't use too much water as well.
4 minutes, that's a number I'm going to need to remember, but I struggle with all of these facts. Is there a way that you help people remember these facts when it comes to these environmental issues?
Yes, I mean, one thing I've tried is I've started to write a few little geography songs, and some of those I've started to post on my social media account as well.
Are you able to give us a demo actually?
I'd certainly give it a bit of a go, shall I? Okay, it goes a little bit like this. You've got to recycle, take care of wildlife, refill your water bottle and try not to drive. And no one should have a drawer at home that's full of bags for life, especially grown-ups. And when it's cold at home, keep your doors and windows shut. Plant a new tree for each one that gets cut. You could even collect water in a great big water butt. Switch the lights off when you leave a room, and during the daytime as well. Turn the taps off when you brush your teeth, but do still use the shower or you might smell. Don't throw everything away, you've got to reuse. You could make a telescope from a toilet roll tube. There's lots of things you can do to take care of our world.
Oh, that was amazing. So where can we find out more about you?
So I've just started a TikTok account, it's called the Geography Teacher UK. So there might be a little bit more content on there over the next few weeks.
Thank you for coming.
Pleasure to be here, thank you.
Hi, my name is Andrea Lewis. I am an actress and a filmmaker, and I love to tell stories that make people feel inspired and happy. Did you know that every day we have the power to make a big difference in our world by taking small steps? For example, I go to work on film sets, and while I'm there, I will bring a reusable water bottle. I will do my best to recycle. I'll even use eco-friendly makeup that is healthier and kinder for our planet. Every single one of us has the power to make a difference with small steps that lead to big action. Be kinder to the earth. Be kind to yourself and to your friends. You are amazing exactly as you are. And everything that you dream, you can achieve. Please keep on shining.
Protecting the environment is everyone's responsibility. Things like recycling, reducing waste and conserving energy can make the world of a difference.
Every little action helps.
Thanks for watching Convos with Children. See you next time.